First, the top news headlines. MPCC warns of legal suit if action not taken against Chief Minister on poll expenses statement. India reports 3,451 new COVID-19 cases, 40 deaths in last 24 hours. And Taliban rulers order Afghan women to wear head-to-toe clothing in public. Hello, good evening and welcome. This is ELITETV and I'm Hemabati bringing you today's 6 p.m. primetime English News Bulletin. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play our part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee today warned of initiating legal suit if competent authority fails to take action against N. Biren on election expenditure statement made by the Chief Minister. In a viral video circulating on social media, Chief Minister was seen saying crores and crores of rupees were spent in recently held 12th Manipur legislative elections. Addressing a press conference held at the Congress Bhavan on BT Road, General Secretary P. Sarachandra said people have heard the hearsay of BJP flexing money and muscle power during the election. According to Election Commission of India, a candidate is allowed to spend only 28 lakh in an election. However, Chief Minister himself admitted of spending crores of rupees in the just concluded election in the viral video. Therefore, competent authority of not less than DGP should take cognizance of the evidence, lodge an FIR and accordingly take action against the Chief Minister, or else MPCC will be compelled to initiate legal suit at the Supreme Court.
MLA Mantri Singh vote the Paisayam Sangi Havana Singh Magi Shigumba Chowa public platform Manipur Gi Kai Kunarava Honorable Chief Minister Hongdo Kibasi Queen Manipur Gi Weda Yamna Lago Tivani Mayamna Handaki Pangto Kiva trying to issue a state assembly election G Karigumba Achumba Mong the Pangto Kide Haibagi Singnaba Mayama Laying Ishida Public platform da Paisa Karor Karokia Sangi Yamanan Pishakiam Sangi Gaina Hiripasi Masina Takpadi Handaki trying to issue a state assembly election da BJP na sit kun trying to Pangduna absolute majority within a circle Semibasi the Singna corruption Paisa Mayam Hadaraga muscle power, money power, Sinarga, Namdana bot Kahan Bani Hibase. How's you Mayam Zu Bigiva video footage digi a quick Kangbangame. Maramaduna how's you a quick Manipurda Karaiva, Emile Kuding Monkey, Ijat Hoi Kanagumba, Tamushan Karambasuya Yam Chumna Honadana social work to Karpa Kamus Yorunganana Sataway. Otherwise, Quina, Auxiliary Minister and Piri with speech in a tapudi, MLA Kudimushi, Lupa Karur Kaya, Tingaga, Botchendam than a Karapani.
On the other hand, MPCC General Secretary S. Manauton termed the statement made by the Chief Minister as unfortunate. Chief Minister spoke about using elected representatives as subcontractor and earning money to make up the money spent in the election. He also questioned if it proved that the previous government indulged in corrupt practices when the present government talks about negating bribery during the second tenure. He took jib at the BJP government's rhetoric claim of making Manipur a corruption-free state.
Sagi lamdam sida lairiba system amagi tayon nabada koi honorable MLA singna leba ngakpagi policy maker oidana law naina dana constitution naina dana akoi gi sigumba mayam ama ain gi oiba thabak sin naina dana constitution gi kari gi Manipur gi aru bi su myam je paikhatna yamna puning changna Manipur se yamna chaukhat pa lam ama oi halakna bagi chauba samada miyan vote pidana chauba mangla lam tawdra leinaring sida aikoi ne election da changi ba sen miyam je hanjanna bagi damak praja miyam dagi lokhat logumji adugi mahutta company sing na suri ba thabak tu koi gi MLA sing na koi vote le piba miyam sina maduga khusanna raga company sing duna phangiba profit 15 to 17% phangibadu aikoi adaida अखोइने खोंग थांजिलगा मदुदगी पैसा तानबे याइ का हगलकपसी अखोइसि लेबा ngakpagi constitutional loibe activity dagi lapthoraaga law maker moibagi thabakti lapthoraaga अखोइसि contractor oinaga changjalaga dagi पैसा तानबरोम दगी पैसा हंजन बरोमगी भापरोमदा डाइरेक्ट ओपन लोइनागा public मियाम दगा मसी हाइरकपसिदि अखोइदि यामना नुंगाइतबा म फील तवै मजे हाइहाइदे तवैदबा पोनी हाइहाइदबा पोनी
Director General of Police P. Dongal today flagged off a team of Royal Riders Manipur for tree plantation and eco-trekking trail making. The event was organized at the office complex of Royal Riders Manipur, Meitei Langul, as part of its month-long observance of Mahausa Ima Ningsing Tha that began on May 6 under the theme Only One Earth. Forest range officials extended valuable guidance to the volunteers of Royal Riders Manipur in the tree plantation campaign. Speaking on the occasion, DGP P. Dongal lauded the initiative taken up by Royal Riders Manipur in connection with environment and urged all to emulate the good work. He also suggested that trees planted on such occasion must be taken good care of so as to bear the fruit of what was done.
Environment this minor interest low was it's a very wonderful initiative, and not only initiative, it is a wonderful, very good work which is to be emulated by all the others. It is such a wonderful thing. As you was a chance, I may know, but some of you may not know. Over 300 teaks at Havane. If you go to Pange anytime, teak si ugani, ekoigi matam the fencing should later when announcing Nauri Irega, Sangubatan, Regas Mina, Chow happen, Yamwana Chow happen. To plant is one thing, but Amuka care, Rega Chow happen is equally important. I really appreciate because Asida Suloina, Shabnat Havane, unless you care, it will not grow like this. Just Havadu the Noid, so.
RIMS Nurses Association Lamphilpat today organized a one-day social service campaign at RIMS Hospital in connection with International Nurses Day under the theme Our Hospital, Our Environment. Director of RIMS A. Santa, Nursing Superintendent S.H. Lata and nurses of RIMS took part in the campaign. Speaking to media on the sideline of the campaign, S.H. Lata said the cleanliness campaign was organized with an aim to keep RIMS Hospital and its surrounding neat and clean in run-up to Nurses Day to be held on May 12. She further stated that nurses working in the hospital have their responsibilities in keeping the hospital clean and that they were rendering their obligations through the campaign.
Hospital में दिमासी या कोई बसे लूना नाना थम बसे कोई बात नहीं केप की लाइक मियो सिंचना hospital से मनुंग में दिमा पांची या नाम थम की अदु वो कोई न सो कोई नर्सिंग साइट की अंगम बखरा कंट्रीब्यूशन सी तोरा hospital सी नाना थम ना पांडन दा सी की तोरा से पांडुक से बने कोई COVID-19 में मरम गए दना सही अनि मुसे नियम पंबे या दबे कोई करंट तो बंग में है कोई 12 में है कि नर्सेस डे कोई नर्सिंग की Forest 19 दिन की बात नहीं सभी पंखों को मुझे तो ये बात जुबली में जिधर कोई फोकस करना तो मैं तो पंखों को था इतना ही मुझे काम करना है नहीं ना करना कोई ऐसे वो 60% वाली प्रोग्राम से कोई ना पंखों से बने.
President of Thoubal District Working Journalists Union, Soibam Binoy, today expressed concern over unauthorized circulation of newspaper cutouts or reading out news items from newspapers by some individuals on social media. He was speaking at the second Foundation Day observance of Thoubal District Hawkers Association at Thoubal Atopam Kuno. Soibam Binoy further observed that such unauthorized circulation will jeopardize the genuine work of hawkers and media persons. Declining habit of reading newspapers or listening to news bulletin is of serious concern in this competitive era. Misuse of social media by younger generations may lead to degrading society. President of Thoubal District Hawkers Association, Samum Raghumani, appealed to all concerned not to upload newspaper cutouts on social media for the sake of sacrifice made by media fraternity and hawkers. He also urged the authority concerned to take necessary action against those involved in such unauthorized circulation.
Operasingda masigi impact ama lakta ona tela bi hali khabar tayo nantana khabar nainara mudu khabar nai da su YouTube ta jana traga WhatsApp group ta Facebook ta traga no magi pausi pho ji di goina phangna banina TV channel ji goina magi yengba ya banina akhoi ji subscribe to bagi mahutta maju pausi lo butong raga sai mobile se doina doina ma himba ya bi da bu thana dina adom da my phone si de kanda apai ji si phone ji da ba doina koi ji khabar ni ko ta khabar ji ma ji da ni kam da ni ko da na ya da koi ji effect of pa khabar singa hatta lati masi masina ai media house da punna madugi gandara kanina koi
Indian Red Cross Society and its district branches observed World Red Cross Day in different parts of the state today. Red Cross Society Imphal East organized a blood donation camp at Janims in connection with the observance. Around 60 volunteers donated blood at the camp. Speaking on the sideline, Chairman of the branch Narendra Ningombam said, birth anniversary of Henry Dunant, who co-founded Red Cross, is observed as World Red Cross Day all over the world in respect of his philanthropic contribution to help mankind.
Ngasigi numisida akoina yamna nuwaijaribasi aikogi volunteers singdagi hendo akanda aikoina appeal tawjabada aikoina haijabada nungsibiduna NCC gi isa inausing lakpiba aduga tokhai ba transport department gi madam Dr. Nivedita yaubiri IS officer yaubiri hujujiksu blood pibiri madam gi makhada lebiriba staff mayam singsu yauna ngasisi donation nasi grand success oenba masina maram warkanda lakadoriba tungi sahi singasida aikoi Imphal East district na miyam gi thabak tawjaba matamda sungsoi soidana achoba mai papadu oigeni haibasi.
District Governor of Lions Club International District 332D, Dr. Rima Sarma Borwa, has stated that serving mankind is the prime service of Lions Club. She was speaking at a function of her annual visitation held at ISBT Complex, Kuman Lampak, organized by Lions Club of Imphal Paradise. President of Lions Club Imphal Paradise, K.H. Darendra, presided as functional president. Dr. Rima expressed hope that new members of one of the largest organizations will work for the betterment of the society. She further maintained that the organization had helped needy during the COVID pandemic. 1 minute silence was also observed for peace and tranquility in the world.
These clubs, they are the zones. Zones, above it, there is the region. And many regions, they form the district. And many districts, they form the multiple district. Our multiple district is known as 322. Similarly, in our district, we have the governor. Here, he or she looks after the district.
As celebrated in other parts of the world, Mother's Day is celebrated in Noni district as well with pomp and gaiety today. Celebrations of Mother's Day were reported from churches located in Lungmai, Kopum, Nungba and Hauching areas of the district. President of Baptist Youth Fellowship of Lungmai Part 4, G.D. Gaibulung, gave his message on the occasion under the theme, You Are the Light of the World. Baptist Youth Fellowship also presented gifts to mothers of the area. Now before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Lakliva session English and Manipuri Brilliant School gi Class 11 Science amadi Arts ke admission May gitang ani dake hauzargani. Manipur da ahanbo in school asina Class 10 exam haidoktringida Ming Chanbiba Mahiri Singidamakta submitagi lopalising nipanda Ming Chanbagi khudong chaba pisari. HSC exam mai pakhan bangamlaba extra tuition amadi coaching gi mathau tadraba campus manung da nupa nupi gi tongan hostels leiraba transport facility matik chana leiraba Loina meritorious students singda scholarship pibagi khudong chaba su leiraba Brilliant School Malum Tulihel Makhale kai nasimag admission tawbinaba khanganjari. Admission open. Apollo Academy da course amadi CBSE na loba class 11 amadi 12 science ki admission hozare. Subject offer na physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, English, Maitai Mayek amadi home science ni class na nutil pung mari ga minute tara manga dagi taret makai fawba May mapan dagi hozaragani. Loina na common universities entrance test CUET 2022 ki admission shoot hozare. Class na May mapan dagi hozaragani. Class 12 pass amadi appearing students singna class asigi khudong jaba lawi ho. Loina nupa macha amadi Macha Sintagi Oiba, Tongan Ba Hostel gi facilities su exari. Aku pamarol gi jamak 8258013846 natraga Apollo Academy Kwakatal Nyar Amuko Office.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing gi facility fanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Adom-gidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adom gi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adom gi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Free Mega Ultrasound Stone Detection Camp. Caesar Hospitals na Manipur da ihanhana keyhole surgery haudorakpa chahi kungataruk mapung pharakpaga mari leinana Free Mega Ultrasound Stone Detection Camp ama May gitang mapan tara amasung taramathoi ayuk pung 9 dagi taramathoi phawa Caesar Hospitals Langol da pangthakchagadori. CMHT amasung PMJ white card paibasing loinana camp asida yaubinba mioisingna makhada pijariba mobile number asida phone tobiraktuna mangjongna naming chanbi haunaba khanganjari. Akupa marol Caesar Hospitals Langol dagi khangriba yagani.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News, more news and updates. Acting on a reliable source of information under the supervision of SP Imphal East and Pradeep Singh, a team of narcotics cell Imphal East led by Officer in Charge KH Dev Kumar Singh and assisted by ASI Muhammad Tamizur Rahman, Head Constable Abdul Masjid, Head Constable Dolanjit Singh and Head Constable Maxwell TH and one executive magistrate of Imphal East and volunteers of Yada busted a drug seller in and around Komidog Sorok Bapal, Hairumakum. While the team reached near the residence of Mohammed Sana Jauba, aged 37, one unknown youth came out of the house in a suspicious manner. He was detained and verified. A polythene containing WY tablets weighing around 21 grams was seized from his possession. Further, the team rushed to the residence of Mohammed Sana Jauba and searched. Ibaim, aged 27, wife of Mohammed Sana Jauba, was in the house. Produced 16 grams of heroin powder, one single barrel gun, 2 mobile handsets, 1 tablet phone, 9 live cartridges and 2 empty cartridges. 5 drug users were also found sitting in the residence using heroin powder in a room. The drug users were handed over to rehabilitation center and the 2 arrested persons, namely Moinam Sana, aged 29, son of Moinam Yusuf Ali of Komidog Sorok Mapal, and Ibaim, along with the seized items, were handed over to Hengang Police Station for necessary action. A mass enrollment program of Assam Trinamool Congress was held at Rukmini Gaon Bihutoli in Guwahati. Around 500 people, including many who left Assam Pradesh Congress Committee, have enrolled into Assam Trinamool Congress at the first such enrollment program held after Ripun Bora took charge as state president. MP Mahua Moitra, former Chief Minister of Meghalaya and TMC State President Bukul Sangma, Rajya Sabha MP Sushmita Dev, among others, attended the program. Those who spoke on the occasion expressed optimism that Trinamool Congress will serve as a strong opposition party in Assam. India reported 3,451 new coronavirus infections in a day, pushing the number of active cases of the disease in the country to 20,635 and overall tallied to 4,25,57,495, according to latest Union Health Ministry data. The data also showed that 40 fatalities, 35 of them from Kerala alone, were reported in the last 24-hour period, taking the cumulative death count to 5,24,064. The active cases now constitute 0.05% of the total infections, the Health Ministry said, adding that the country's COVID-19 recovery rate is at 98.74%. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 0.78% and the weekly positivity rate at 0.79%. Khalistan flags were found tied on the main gate and boundary wall of the Himachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly in Dharamshala this morning. Pro-Khalistan slogans were also found on the walls of the Assembly complex located on the outskirts of Dharamshala. Deputy Commissioner Dr. Nipun Jindal, confirming the incident, said that the police are scanning the CCTV footage of the nearby areas to nab the culprits. The flags have been removed and the writings have been cleared. Police have registered a case and an investigation is in progress. Police said it looked like an act of some tourist from Punjab. Meanwhile, Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur took to Twitter condemning the act. Earlier in March, state BJP government had banned vehicles with Khalistani flags from entering Himachal Pradesh. In April, Khalistani terror outfit Sikhs for Justice had threatened to hoist Khalistan flag in Shimla. Afghanistan's Taliban rulers have ordered all Afghan women to wear head-to-toe clothing in public, a sharp hardline pivot that confirmed the worst fears of rights activists and was bound to further complicate Taliban dealings with an already distrustful international community. The decree says that women should leave the home only when necessary and that male relatives would face punishment, starting with a summons and escalating up to court hearings and jail term for women's dress code violations. It was the latest in a series of repressive edicts issued by the Taliban leadership. The United Nations Assistant Mission in Afghanistan said it was deeply concerned with what appeared to be a formal directive that would be implemented and enforced, adding that it would seek clarifications from the Taliban about the decision. Now for the sports news. Vanuganj All-Star and Barteli Meitei Football Group trounced their respective opponent, while Lambazar 7 got walk-over in the ongoing Bangladesh Inter-Manipuri football tournament. The tournament is organized by Bangladesh Manipuri Satra Samiti at Abul Mal Abdul Muhid Krira Complex, Silhet from May 6. Vanuganj All-Star beat Bagbari Football Club by 2-0, whereas Barteli Meitei Football Group defeated Naya Bazar by 2-1. Lama Bazar 7 got walkover as opponent Visgao Manipuri Club failed to turn up for the match on time. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or call 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now before we wind up for the day, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. MPCC warns of legal suit if action not taken against Chief Minister on poll expenses statement. India reports 3,451 new COVID-19 cases, 40 deaths in last 24 hours. And Taliban rulers order Afghan women to wear head-to-toe clothing in public. Now that's all we have with us for today's 6 p.m. Primetime English News Bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.